I know a lot of people probably want to force trades back to back, but the power of just waiting for a trade, don't get me wrong.
So our next goal is to literally pay ourselves $10,000 every single month. Make $10,000 and pay ourselves $10,000 every single month.
Road to funded on the 7th day and 2 trades, so we're gonna call it good.
Day 7 of turning an evaluation account into a funded account, guys. We have 2 challenge accounts on Topstep that we're trying to get from evaluation account challenge to a funded account here. Now, I did already take a loss on one of my trades, being the first trade in Asia session. As you guys can see, actually, let's go over the trade. As you guys can see here, I took one trade, held it all the way from 4:30 p.m. all the way to about almost 4 hours later, almost just 3 hours later, for $118 loss, one single trade. So that puts us down 119 on the week so far. And now we're in our second trade, guys. Same setup. And honestly, let's just break down what we're looking at for today. So when you zoom out on the higher time frame and even just throw on some Fibonacci retracements, you can see that we're actually here. We tapped all-time highs. And we did post in the Discord trade ideas tab that we do expect some type of pullback, some type of rejections, and it did reject. And now here we are at the pullback areas where we want to take an entry for some longs. Now, I already did take one long position earlier, as you guys see. That's why I'm down 120 or 119. We're going to go over that trade here in a moment, but also I just want to show you guys the trade here, or why we're in this second trade here. So the first trade that we took, the first entry, I'm going to show you guys my order. As you guys can see, it was on this candle here, got stopped out on this candle here. So that's quite a long time of holding, and that's on the 1 hour time frame, mind you. But also the reason why I entered was because of this very simple area of support here. I entered there. I was like, you know what, this could be an area where it decides to bounce, and it did try to bounce, try to create a hammer here, and I did get a little confident out, thinking like, you know what, this is definitely gonna bounce. Did not end up bouncing. Actually ended up going all the way to stop me out, and guys, here we are again for a second entry. Another entry here, risking about similar to be down just, so I'm gonna risk on this trade here just about 130. Reason why is because worst case scenario, if I lose 2 trades in a row right now at this exact moment, being the first trade 119, second trade being 130, the guys, that'll put me down 250 on the day, and guess what, we're not going to trade anymore. So the reason why we're even in this second trade, or even just in this trade in general, is because I have this massive support zone here that I'm just slapping it on. Of course, it can easily get drawn down into this zone and, you know, play around here like how it has before, but I'm expecting some immediate reactions, pretty much an immediate support off it. So just reading price action candles, you can see sell off here, bounce just a tad bit here, sells me out on my first initial position, and then it goes back to getting some bullish. So again, like, let's see what bulls do. This could be the break of structure here. This could be easily a reversal back to the upside, which would be solid. And what I would be looking for is, again, some previous highs, you know, price targets. That's how simple it is, guys, and just keep you guys updated. So let's see what happens.
So we did manage to recover just a tad bit, of course, not too much. And you guys can see my orders here, my entries. You guys can see even the orders from Friday, this long here to here. Then I would try to go short here in Asia session, got stopped out there, as you guys can see. Then I see this nice break of structure on the 1 hour, showing that bulls are stepping on in. So I decided to get in on this pullback right before market open, and then boom, kind of rode a little bit of the rocket, except it is rocketing even more. Now it looks like it's going to go to all-time highs, which is very soon, and you know, being down only 40 compared to 120 is better. And of course, coulda, woulda, shoulda held for a little bit more, but it is what it is, guys. You gotta take what you can get. Now, market is rocketing here. Everything's kind of rocketing here, which is pretty nice. Even the price of silver. So as you guys know, I do own physical silver and even a piece of gold, 1/10 ounce of a small piece of Canadian maple gold. And the price of silver, guys, is at 84 an ounce. I've been buying since 2023 at $25 an ounce. 3x, Mike, 3x. I know a lot of people probably want to force trades back to back, but the power of just waiting for a trade, don't get me wrong, maybe you could slap a resistance short here, but what happens if it keeps pushing and breaks above all-time highs? Then I'll be down a lot more worse. It's better just to wait for price action to give you an actual entry on something.
So by the rate that we're going, it looks like we're going to be funded by the end of this month, potentially. There's a chance by the end of this month, we get 2 funded accounts, and then from there, next month, the goal is to take payouts, whether it's max, just in general, take 5 to 10K payouts every single time, whether it's 2.5 times 2, so being 5, or 5K payouts times 2 being 10K payouts. That is our goal for the first month to 2 months, guys. That is our goal. One very cool thing about manifestation is genuinely if you write it down and read it aloud every single day. And if you guys don't remember, last couple months before I think it was like October, I wrote down in my journal, and I even read it aloud on the YouTube video, and I said, guys, we're gonna make $10,000 in a single month, or pretty much just in general. I need $10,000 by December 25th. That shit happened in one single month. Paid myself $10,000. You guys saw it. This video is already out of me showing every single payout request, so it is there. My most previous video, me showing you guys that I wrote it down, reading it aloud, that this is what I want, this is what I need, and it literally happened in the form of payouts super fast. So our next goal is to literally pay ourselves $10,000 every single month. Make $10,000 and pay ourselves $10,000 every single month. So that is our next goal, and that is the goal for this whole year we're working on, guys. So every single day you got to be working towards something. So today is day 7 of turning an evaluation account to funded, and we're working on it every single day, guys. Every single day. We had a taste of a $10,000 a month just by trading, so we want that every single time. Even if it's an extra $5,000 a month, that's still a good amount of cash to be extra, to be put towards things, whether it's a down payment on a property, you know, things like that. I have a couple goals of mine. I really want a Mercedes A220 2019, Hawaii in April, as well as even potentially get married this year as well. So guys, we have a lot of goals this year that we need to lock in. So let's continue on trading. Let's see how much money what else we can do. The weather out here is crazy ugly, guys. Raining horribly. All right, guys, so market is not doing nothing for me to even take anything, but shout out to our homie Speed. Our homie Speed got funded today. Literally all he has to do is wait for a couple hours for his email. But one thing I do want to go over is the fact that there was no reason for him to, and this is what I talk about a lot, because guys, check out this screenshot here. And I don't mean to put him on blast, but I do want to use him as an example of what happens when you let emotions take control. Look at this, guys, and if he just originally held his position, his initial 3 contracts, and you guys can see his entry right here, I'll zoom in, with the stop loss, which was pretty ideal, right? Worst case scenario, you lose $200. He was already down 100. Boohoo, $300, $400, not that bad. Had he literally just kept his original position, because you can see right here, he re-entered again an initial 3 contracts, but somehow a different entry. Mind you, the candles never swept down below to that initial stop loss, meaning that it never would have stopped him out. So had he just kept his original stop loss and initial first trade, he wouldn't have had the stress of re-entering, selling out because it's pulling back. All the emotions of what I talk about of just risk to reward, guys. Just stick to your initial trade. Just let it either stop you out and manage it when it goes into profits. Because one thing I like to say is this: you never know if it's gonna win, but you always know how much you can risk. You always know how much you're willing to lose. So for an example, every single trade that I take, I don't think about the win because I don't know if it's gonna win. I always think about the risk first. I just want to use him as an example because initially, if he just held his first trade and accepted worst case scenario, this is how much I'll lose. Best case scenario goes in my favor, I make a ton of money. Had he just kept that first trade, he would have been up fat. Wouldn't have had to re-enter slap trades, go in back and forth. Either way, I just want to use my example to show you guys, just stick to your trade, stick to your stop loss, set it and forget it, guys, literally. So that's one thing that I would say Alex is true on. Just set and forget, guys. Literally just take the trade, put a stop, move on. So anyways, guys, no trades for me. Literally just gonna keep it at $42 L on a day, 2 trades, which I already showed you guys earlier, which you guys can see here. Road to funded on the 7th day and 2 trades. So we're gonna call it good. And you guys wanna know, let's see here, this is what I like to do a lot. Boom. Just so I don't accidentally hit a trade while I pop it up on my phone, because that actually happened one time. So I hope you guys have an awesome ass Monday, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a safe ass week of trading. And again, we're just gonna post the whole day throughout the whole week. We might get busy towards the end of the week, but we'll still post the videos even if it happens to be on the weekend. So catch you guys later on.